Disclaimer: this video was made for fun. The following car manufacturers featured in this video do not reflect on my opinions on them, nor suggesting the cars are living beings. This is entirely fictional, and some information about the cars may not be 100% accurate.
Отказ от ответственности. Данное видео создано для развлечения. Представлены следующие производители автомобилей в этом видео. Не размышляйте над моим мнением, на них ни намека на то, что машины – живые существа, это полностью вымысел. И некоторая информация о автомобиле не могут быть на 100% точными.
Studio Skyline.
Any of the 9 cars in the studio today can win the prize money up to £10,000. The rest will leave with nothing. When voted, the weakest link.
Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the 9 cars in the studio here today can win the prize money of up to £10,000. They only just met. However, if they want the prize money, they have to work together. But 8 of them will leave with nothing, as round by round we lose the player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
I'm Punto. I was manufactured by Fiat in 2010, and I'm from Italy.
I'm Clio, was manufactured by Renault in 2017, and I'm from France.
Hey, I'm 5 Series, I was manufactured by BMW in 2003, and I'm from Germany.
Hi, I'm Cayman. I was manufactured by Porsche in 2016, and I'm also from Germany.
Hello, I'm Leaf. I was manufactured by Nissan in 2011, and I'm from Japan.
I'm GTL. I was manufactured by Ferrari, the best car manufacturer in the world in 1984, and I'm from Italy, which is the greatest country in the world.
My name is Zafira. I was manufactured by Vauxhall in 1999, and I'm from the UK.
Hi, my name is Corolla. I was manufactured by Toyota in 2006, and I'm from Japan, which is better than Italy.
Hi, my name is IS300. I was manufactured by Lexus in 2000, and I'm also from Japan, and I agree, it's better than Italy. So take the L.
Take the L, huh? We'll see about that.
Okay, shut up and listen to the rules. In each round, you have a target of £1,000. The aim of the game is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £1,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way to reach your target is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. If you get a question wrong, you break the chain and lose all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe, but you'll start a new chain from scratch. At the end of the round, only money that's been banked can be taken forward. Round 1. 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the car whose name is first alphabetically, and that would be U5 series.
Yes, I love going first.
Okay, let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. 5 series in which 2001 animated film does Mike Myers provide the voice for the main character?
Shrek.
Correct, Cayman. What is the name of the racing circuit located in England? Sounds like the name of a precious metal and mineral.
I have no idea.
The correct answer was Silverstone, Cayman. Leaf, in which country in the UK would you visit Loch Lomond?
Scotland.
Correct, GTO. Which mathematical symbol has a line with a dot on the top and dot on the bottom?
Division.
Correct, Zafira. Which social media platform has a bluebird as its logo?
Twitter.
Correct, Kerala.
Bank.
In sport, which English football team has Old Trafford as their home ground?
Manchester City. No, I mean United.
Nope, sorry, I have to take your first answer.
God damn it.
Manchester United was correct. IS 300. In which side of the road do people drive in Japan? The left side or the right side?
It's definitely the left side.
Correct.
Hey, that's not fair. You give them such an easy question.
Shut your mouth. All the questions are completely random. Punto, how many years are in half a millennium?
500,000.
No. 500.
Darn it.
Cleo, in the animal kingdom, what is the name for a group of lions?
A pry.
Correct. 5 series. Which hit song in 2012 by Psy has nearly 5 billion views on YouTube?
Gangnam Style.
Correct, Cayman. Complete the proverb. Too many cooks spoil the what?
The food.
No, Cayman. It's the broth.
Sigh.
Leaf, which American actor would you associate the characters? Pete Mitchell, Ethan Hunt, and Jerry Maguire.
Tom Cruise.
Correct. GTO. In food, what fruit has varieties, such as red delicious Granny Smith and golden
Apples.
Correct. Zafira. In road signs in the UK, if the sign is a triangle, it means what? An order or a warning?
A warning.
Correct. Kerala.
See, they're from there so coarse, they would get it right.
I swear to God, if you don't shut up, I'll kick you from the show myself, so stop.
Fine, whatever.
Kerala, in a game of chess, the knight pieces are presented with a head of what animal?
Horse.
Correct. IS 300. Which author born in the 19th century wrote the books Oliver Twist's Tale of Two Cities and David Copperfield?
That was Charles Dickens.
Correct. Punto. In geography, what large country has Moscow as its capital city?
Russia.
Correct. Cleo.
Bank.
Time's up. Your bank was out of time, Cleo. So, out of a possible £1,000, you only banked a very measly £100, which is pretty pathetic, by the way.
That was GTO's fault. They keep on complaining and ran the timer down.
Well, I don't think it's fair that you're getting such easy questions, especially when you're from Japan, yourself.
Bruh, you literally got a question about a mathematical symbol. Even a child would get that question right, so
Says
he can't
the one who
talk.
doesn't know the difference between Manchester City and Manchester United.
Okay, stop arguing. May I remind you three? If you want to get a decent amount of prize money, you have to work together as a team. Or else you get nothing. So just behave. Well, it's time to vote off the weakest link.
In the first round, GTO is the strongest link, since they got all of their questions correctly. The weakest link is Cayman, since they were the only one to answer all of their questions wrong. Kerala was the only one who banked money for the team. But who will be first to go in this early stage of the game?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Cayman.
Cayman.
Leaf.
Leaf.
Cayman.
Leaf.
GTO.
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 We have a three-way tie: Cayman, Leaf, and GTO. 3 votes each. Cayman, care to explain yourself to everyone how you've never heard of Silverstone Racing Circuit?
I have heard of it. I've been there before.
Then why did you say, I have no idea?
Well, I just got confused by how the question was worded.
So now you're blaming the questions?
No, I'm not. I guess I just wasn't paying attention.
Well, you're gonna have to start paying attention if you want to be in this game. So Cayman, who is your manufacturer?
Porsche.
And where are you from?
Stuttgart in Germany.
Do they have a lot of racing circuits there?
I can imagine they would have a few, but I've never been to any of them there.
It certainly shows. How fast do you go in the Autobahn?
Well, since there's no speed limit, I guess I can go as fast as I want. but I usually do about 194 kilometers.
And what's that in miles per hour?
I don't know. I don't know how to convert kilometers into miles per hour.
You don't know? There's a surprise. Do you know anything?
Yes, I know a lot of things, and I promise you, you will see an improvement in the next round.
Well, let's see if you're even gonna be here in the next round first. So Cayman, why have you voted for Leaf?
I voted for Leaf because they are an electric car, and everyone knows electric cars are horrible. And quite frankly, it's travesty that they're gonna be replacing all older cars off the road soon.
Really? You voted me just because of that? How about you grow up?
And also they voted for me, so it's payback time.
Punto, who thinks there's 500,000 years in half of a millennium. What happened there?
I made a slight error. I thought with the word millennium would have a million years because of the mil in it.
So, you think there's 1 million centimeters in a millimeter, do you?
No, there's only 10 centimeters in a millimeter.
Then what's your excuse?
I guess I wasn't paying attention either.
Well, but certainly helps if you do pay attention. So Punto, who is your manufacturer?
It's Fiat.
And where are you from?
I'm from Italy, in the province of Potenza.
Would you agree with GTO that Italy is the greatest country in the world?
Hell yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Good answer, Punto.
Would you also agree that Ferrari is the best car manufacturer in the world?
No. I wouldn't say that. I always thought Lamborghini was better.
Bad answer, Punto.
But put it this way, it's 1,000 times better than Vauxhall.
Hey, that's a bit rude, innit, mate?
Oh, come on, just admit it. Vauxhall cars are completely unreliable, and I heard Zephyrus catch fire due to a faulty radiator.
No, that was the model after me. That's the Mark II you're thinking of. I'm a Mark I.
Still doesn't matter, I still wouldn't trust Vauxhalls anyway, because they're trash.
Oh, shut up.
See, look at that, they're about to burst into flames in any minute.
Well, let's hope they don't burn down the studio. That costs a lot of money. So Punto, tell me why you have voted for Cayman.
I voted for Cayman because they are very stupid. Imagine not knowing what Silverstone is. That's completely laughable, and too many cooks spoil the food. Wow, what a dummy.
Okay. You made your point.
But I definitely agree with them on electric cars. They are the biggest abomination ever invented.
Oh come on, why are you guys so bigoted against electric cars? You are all immature and you need to grow up.
Everybody who thinks electric cars are trash, say aye.
Aye. You guys are just absolutely unbelievable. Don't you realize that there's beautiful electric cars like Teslas out there?
Nope, they suck too. Completely unreliable and expensive.
Okay guys, we really need to speed things up because we're running out of time. When the vote is tied, the strongest link gets to cast the deciding vote, and that's you GTO. Please make your mind up quickly. You can stick with Leaf or change your mind to Cayman. Which car do you want to send home?
I'm sticking with Leaf. There is absolutely no question about that.
Just because they are an electric car.
Yeah, precisely.
I'm staying. Take the LU Eco Lover.
You know what? I'm glad. I don't want to be around you bigoted jerks anyway, just because you are all going to be replaced in the near future.
Well, Leaf was not the worst player in this round. It was Cayman. But it's votes that count. Leaf, this 12-year-old Nissan Leaf, like I said, you are no means the worst player. But unfortunately looks like they really don't like electric cars. It's time for you to go back to Japan. With 3 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
That's just completely ridiculous. I got all my questions right. Why is it my fault that they are getting replaced? Saving the planet and environment is much better than their happiness anyway. I hope they barely get any more money in the next rounds, and just wait, they will be wiped out from the roads and electric cars will reign supreme. Just wait.
Round 2. Your total money after that not so impressive round is 100 pounds out of a possible 1,000?
Due to GTO's constant complaining about the questions.
Oh, whatever. Like I care what you have to say, IS 300.
You're now down to 8 players. We're cutting 10 seconds of the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's GTO.
Oh yeah, I'm the strongest, and don't you forget it.
Well, we got less time in this round now, so you better quit disturbing the host and complaining, GTO.
Exactly, well said, Zafira.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say before I start this round. GTO. Enough with the interrupting and interfering, or else you'll be kicked from the show. Is that clear?
Yes, crystal clear.
Alright, with that out of the way, let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. GTO, in which sport does the Boston Red Sox play?
Baseball.
Correct. Zafira. In maths, what's 45 plus 46?
81.
No, 91.
Bugger.
Kerala in the adult comedy cartoon Family Guy. The main family has what surname?
Griffin.
Correct. IS 300. In which month of the year is Guy Fawkes Night celebrated?
It's November.
Correct. Punto. In competitions, such as a race, the competitor who finishes third is awarded a medal made of what metal alloy?
Bronze.
Correct. Cleo.
Bank.
In which year of the 1980s did seat belts became law in the UK?
1988.
No, 1983.
Oh.
5 series inhabitants of the English city of Birmingham are called what?
Brummies.
Correct, Cayman. Which characters created by Alexander Dumas has the motto all for one and one for all?
The Three Musketeers.
Correct, GTO. Which female singer sang these songs? Hello, Set Fire to the Rain, and Rolling in the Deep?
Adele.
Correct, Zafira. Which country's cuisine has the dishes fajitas, enchiladas, and quesadillas?
Can you repeat the question?
Which country's cuisine has the dishes fajitas, enchiladas, and quesadillas?
Mexico.
Correct, Kerala.
Bank.
What type of motorsport involves drivers deliberately ramming into each other's vehicles to gain points?
Destruction Derby.
Demolition Derby, but I'll accept Destruction Derby.
Yas.
IS 300 if someone is extremely arrogant and self-important, they said to be too big for their what?
Too big for their boots. This is basically GTO in a nutshell.
Oh, just shut it and focus on the game.
Correct. Punto.
Idiot.
Ugh. Punto, the unit of frequency called hertz, is represented by what two letters?
HZ.
Correct. Cleo. The American corporation Six Flags is known for creating what? Golf courses or amusement parks?
Golf courses?
No, Cleo. It's amusement parks.
Oh, dear.
5 series, which Portuguese footballer has the nickname CR7?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Correct, Cayman. A bit too late for that now, Cayman. Well, your time is up. Again. You did slightly better in this round. You banked 300 pounds.
What? I thought we would have more than that, because I bank some money too.
Well, that will be because GTO shouted idiot. And I couldn't hear you properly.
Oh my flaming god, we could have had more money in the bank, if you just kept your mouth shut, GTO.
What? Why are you complaining to me? I didn't start it. IS 300 provoked me.
Well, I had a good opportunity to express my honest opinion on you, GTO, so I took it.
Well, keep your slanderous opinions to yourself.
Slanderous. I don't think so. I 100% agree with IS 300, you're arrogant, and you think you're better than everybody else.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Alright, enough. Let's just get the voting over with. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
According to the statistics, Corolla was the strongest link of this round. They got all questions correct and banked £200. The weakest link was Cleo, as they got all of their questions wrong, but they did bank £100 for the team. Will that be enough to save them?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Cleo.
Zafira.
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 GTO.
Cleo.
Zafira.
Nice spelling on the name Zafira, by the way, Cayman.
Why, thank you.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, never mind then.
5 Series.
Hello there.
So, you're from Germany, are you?
Yes, that's correct.
Whereabout in Germany? Stuttgart also.
No, technically I am from Dingolfing, but my headquarters are in Munich.
I see. Your manufacturer is BMW. Is that correct?
It sure is, the best German car manufacturer ever made.
Ha, that's certainly debatable.
Not really, BMW is much better and more reliable than Porsche.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Alright. Do you know what BMW stands for at least?
Well, of course I do, but I bet Cayman doesn't.
Yes, I do actually.
What is it then?
It stands for broken, mediocre,
Oh,
and
shut
worthless.
up, you're not funny. It actually stands for Bavarian Motor Works.
It would be pretty embarrassing if you didn't know that. But since you're made by BMW, do you use your turn signals?
What, do you mean indicators?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Well, a big shocker there, not.
You're just angry because you're about to be eliminated from the game.
So 5 Series. Tell me, why did you want to eliminate Zafira in the first place?
Well, I voted for Zafira, because they got all of their questions wrong, and one
No,
of the
that's not
questions...
true. I got one question correct.
Don't interrupt me. One of the questions was a very simple maths question, and not to mention, they wasted far too much time as well.
Did you think they were the worst player?
Yes, especially due to the time wasting.
Well, of much of your surprise 5 Series, you're wrong. Zafira wasn't the worst player.
Really? Oh well, sorry Zafira, I hope your radiator doesn't explode after this.
Your apology is not accepted. And I already explained, that was the Mark II that had the radiator problem, not me. I am a Mark I.
GTO. Who thinks they are the best car and from the best country in the world?
I don't think it, I know it.
And why is that?
Well, I was made by Ferrari after all, so that automatically makes me the best.
Oh, please.
Douchebag.
Thanks for proving me right, GTO.
Oh, you guys shush, it's my time to speak now.
So, GTO, what part of Italy are you from?
Modena.
And what year were you made?
Between 1984 to 1987, I'm a 84 model.
So this makes you nearly 40. That's a bit old, isn't it?
I may be getting older, but at 39 years old I am still a very powerful supercar in this era.
You don't act like your age. You're very immature and childish.
Like you're much better, which you're not, so shut it.
Very powerful supercar in this era, huh? How much horsepower do you have?
Nearly 600.
No, you don't. You only have about 400 horsepower, so stop lying.
Oh yeah, and how much horsepower do you have, Punto?
Well, I have about 100 and... Wait, no, I'm not telling you.
Huh, about 100? I have quadruple the amount of power than you, so you can just cry
Oh,
about it.
shut up, you arrogant, egotistical, narcissistic super douche.
Temper, Punto.
So, about 400 horsepower. And what is your top speed? And tell the truth.
Okay, I will tell the truth. 190 miles per hour. I know, impressive isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Very impressive. Do you reckon you can beat anyone in a race?
Sure, Ferraris were built for racing, so I'm confident I'll beat anyone.
Alright then. Are you familiar with the current fastest car in the world? The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute.
No, I'm not. Never heard of them.
Would you like to hear their top speed?
Sure, go ahead.
330 to 350 miles per hour.
What? Nah, that's impossible.
0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. And get this, 1600 horsepower on the
No
85.
way.
Which is quadruple the power as you. What do you have to say about that?
Well,
Not feeling very confident now, are you?
Well, if you think about it, it's not just about the power and speed, it's the driving skills as well, and I'll think that will go in my favor.
You just keep telling yourself that. So GTO, why did you vote for Zafira?
I voted for Zafira because they took way too much time, which is hypocritical since they complained to me not to waste time, and got all their questions wrong.
No, wrong. I got one question correct. Did any of you idiots even pay attention to the game?
No offense, but you couldn't even answer a simple maths question correctly, so you're in no position to be calling anyone idiots.
Well, you can't do math too, because I got one of my 2 questions correct. You can't count, so you can't talk either.
Oh, stay back everyone. I can hear their radiator heating
Okay,
up.
just cut that out, right now. For the 3rd time, that was the Mark II on a Mark I. So just stop it because you're seriously beginning to annoy me now.
It doesn't matter anyway, because you're gonna be leaving very soon.
Okay. Did you think Zafira was the weakest link, GTO?
I did, until you told 5 Series. But I'm still glad I voted for them since they voted for me twice, so bye-bye Zafira.
Well, isn't this just petty behavior?
Zafira was telling the truth, by the way. They got at least 1 question correct, but someone else got all of their questions wrong. Do you know who it was? Cleo?
It was me. I had a bad round. I'm sorry, Zafira. But I can't vote for myself, so I had no other option.
Apology not accepted. And don't give me that. You had other options. You could have voted GTO instead. They deserved it more.
Oh whatever, take the L and cry Zafira.
Well, it was Cleo. It was the worst player of this round. But it's votes that count. Zafira. This 24-year-old Vauxhall Zafira. We are running out of time, so I'll get this over with 5 votes. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I hope you all don't get a penny more. This is so unfair. They wouldn't stop annoying me about the radiator problem, which I don't even have, and I got voted off when I wasn't even the weakest link. It should be Cleo that should be standing here. I think GTO will definitely be voted off soon, because they are not giving themselves any favors by annoying the rest of the team.
Round 3. You now have in the bank £400 out of a possible 2,000. You're down to 7 players. We are cutting another 10 seconds from the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round, and that's Kerala.
Huh, I thought I would be the strongest link, since I got all of my questions correct in both rounds.
That's because Kerala banked money in the last round. You didn't bank anything.
Oh, I see.
Guess I am the strongest now. Cry about it, GTO.
I really hope you get every single question wrong in this next round, Toyota scum.
In your dreams, Ferrari douchebag.
Remember, work as a team, or else you won't get money. I'm not reminding you again. So, let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Kerala, which American boxer would you associate the phrase float like a butterfly and sting like a bee?
Muhammad Ali.
Correct. IS 300.
Take the LGD.
Shut up and stop interrupting me.
Sorry.
In which country was the Blue Mosque built in 1617?
They don't know.
Is it Turkey?
Correct. Punto.
Oh, come on.
In definitions, what is claustrophobia a fear of?
Small and tight spaces.
Yes, correct, confined spaces, but I'll accept. Clio, which French car manufacturer, has a lion on its badge?
Oh, that's Peugeot.
Correct. That would be very embarrassing if you didn't know that. 5 Series in Greek mythology, which hero had a weakness that killed him if he got struck in the heel of his foot?
Achilles.
Correct, Cayman. In science, if a solution has a pH between 6 to 0, it's classed as a what? Acid or alkali?
Alkali.
No, acid.
Oh darn it.
Bank.
There's nothing to bank, GTO.
God damn it, that's your fault, Cayman.
Oh be quiet.
GTO in sport, which the football teams based in Glasgow compete in the Old Firm Derby.
Rangers and Celtic.
Correct, Kerala. In maths, what's 0.75 expressed as a fraction?
75%.
No. I asked for a fraction. The correct answer is 3/4.
Oh god damn it, man.
Dummy.
IS 300 London Northern Eastern Railways is better known by what acronym?
LNER.
Correct, Punto. In video games, Dr. Robotnik is the main villain. In which game franchise?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Correct, Clio. What C is a liver disease that's caused by scarring of tissue, commonly caused by alcohol?
I don't know.
Cirrhosis.
Oh.
5 Series, which musical instrument family does the xylophone belong to?
Percussion.
Correct, Cayman. In mixology, what is the name of the cocktail? That's a mixture of Scotch, whiskey, and amaretto.
Sorry, I don't know.
The correct answer is a Godfather cocktail.
Bank.
Nothing to bank again, GTO.
Cayman, you're absolute trash.
Oh stop whining.
Definitely voting for you next.
You think I care? Just shut up.
Both of you shut the hell up, you're running the timer up. See, now the time is up. You absolute idiots.
I think I'm slowly losing the will to live. Anyway, time is up. Would you like to guess how much money you banked in this round? Anyone?
Barely anything because these idiots won't shut up and keep arguing.
Barely anything. It's not even that. Punto.
Oh, are you kidding me? We didn't bank anything at all.
Nope. You bank 0.
Are you having a laugh?
Why can't you both just behave?
You morons.
Can I please vote for 2 cars?
No. Sorry, that's against the rules. But I don't blame you.
This is becoming an absolute joke. We're not going to bank any more money this way.
Well, don't complain to me, complain to Cayman. They're the one who got all questions wrong.
Yes, true, but you didn't help the situation either.
But I tried to bank money, and Cayman left me with nothing to bank twice.
To be fair, we all should have banked at least once, so it's kind of all our faults.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Fair enough, 5 Series.
This is what I'm talking about when you don't work as a team. And I'm telling you guys right now. This is your very last warning. If you interrupt me one more time during the questions, and I will have no choice but to cancel the show. So stop. Understood?
Yes.
Is that understood, Cayman?
Oh yes, yes of course.
Good. So, let's see who gets to go home next. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
According to the statistics, 5 Series is the strongest link, since they got all questions correct. For the second time in the game, Cayman was the weakest link. They got all questions wrong and lost £500 for the team, as the team finally had enough of Cayman.
Okay, voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Cayman.
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 GTO.
Cayman.
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 Wait a minute, I just realized something.
And what's that, Punto?
Remember when you asked me if I thought there's 1 million centimeters in a millimeter?
Yes. What about it?
Well, I messed up. I said there's 10 centimeters in a millimeter. I got it muddled up. There's 10 millimeters in a centimeter.
Wow. How did I not notice this?
I don't know, but is this episode going to be on YouTube?
Yes, it will be.
Aha, you see, I just wanted to point that out, before some smart ass points it out in the comments.
Very clever, Punto.
Well, I try to be.
But anyway, Cleo.
Hello.
Who thinks Six Flags is a company that makes golf courses?
I've never heard of it. But I just thought with a name like Six Flags would be golf related. You know, like the flags where the holes are.
So, you think there's only 6 holes in a full game of golf?
No. There's more than that. I think there's 20 holes.
18 holes, actually.
Well, I don't watch golf, so I don't know much about it.
You don't say. So Cleo, who is your manufacturer?
Renault.
And you're from France, is that right?
Yes.
What part of France are you from?
I'm from Aubergenville, but future Clios will be made in Turkey.
Wouldn't that make them Turkish instead of French?
No. Just as long as they have the Renault logo. They will always be French cars.
Okay. And remind me, what year were you made?
2017.
Then why does it say 16 on your registration plate?
Oh. I guess I'm a year older than I thought.
You don't even know your own age?
Sometimes I forget things. At least I was only 1 year off.
And one more thing. Would you say that Italy was the best country in the world?
No. Absolutely not. France is better. Better food.
Keep dreaming.
Better hospitality. And better cars.
Better food. Ha, you can't be serious. Have you seen what they eat in France? All snails, frogs' legs and tripe, while we have pasta, pizza, and risotto, and that's just few of the best dishes in Italy.
Well said, Punto. You keep dreaming, Cleo.
Don't forget, we make the best wine in the world too.
Well, we got Sambuca, which tastes much better and is stronger than wine.
No, it's not. Sambuca is absolutely vile.
Well, that's just your opinion, and anyway, you have an energy drink called Currywurst, which is sausage curry and tomato sauce mixed up, which is disgusting as a drink.
Okay, you got me there.
I'm surprised you guys can eat or drink anything. Because you're cars.
Well, things in this universe works in mysterious ways.
It certainly does. So Cleo, why have you voted for Cayman?
I voted for Cayman. Because they unfortunately got all questions wrong, which makes them the worst player. So it's nothing personal.
Oh, it's personal, alright. Why did you think everyone voted for me?
Because you've got all your questions wrong, you absolute plonker.
Oh, whatever.
Kerala. Who doesn't know the difference between Man City and Man United? Also the difference between a percentage and a fraction. How did you manage that?
I do know the difference. I answered the questions too quickly. I didn't want to waste time.
So, you think not wasting time is better than getting it correct?
To some extent, yes, but I will definitely slow down and listen to the questions rather than jump the gun.
That's probably a good idea. So, Kerala, your manufacturer is Toyota, correct?
It sure is, one of the largest and most popular car manufacturers in Japan.
IS300, would you agree with that statement?
Yes, I would. You can't go to Japan without seeing at least one Toyota in the roads. So yeah, I agree.
More popular than Lexus Kerala.
Well, no offense IS300, but I would say Toyota was more well known in Japan, but I think that's just the way it is.
Well, I can't really argue, because Toyota actually owns Lexus. So you're probably right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Here's a fun fact for you both. Toyota and Lexus were founded by two people with the same surname, both called Toyota. Do you know this?
No, I didn't.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Anyway, Kerala, which part of Japan are you from?
I'm from Aichi, in the city of Toyota.
Is it a nice part of Japan?
Yeah, sure. Aichi has beautiful buildings, architect, and great infrastructure.
I see. Would you say Japan is better than Italy?
Oh yes, no question about it.
I bet to differ, Kerala.
Of course you would, GDO. But anyway, we can all agree Japan is better than France.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no argument there.
You guys are only saying this because I'm the only French car here.
No, we're saying this because that's just our honest opinion, Cleo.
Well, I think your opinions are offensive and annoying. So leave my country alone.
Don't worry, I wouldn't want to go there anyway.
Neither would I.
You can keep France for yourself, Cleo.
Alright, so Kerala, why have you voted for Cayman?
Because they got all of their questions wrong, we can no longer put up with this since we need more money in the bank. So, Cayman, unfortunately, your time is up.
So, this is the thanks I get for trying to be a good team player.
Good team player, are you delusional? You have contributed nothing for the team, and got all questions wrong, so stop talking a load of rubbish.
Exactly 5 series. Cayman, I would have banked money if you got your questions correct, which you didn't, because you suck. So bye-bye, Cayman.
You can all just go to hell, and I wish you all the very worst of luck in the next rounds.
Cayman was the worst player in this round, so this was a fair vote. Cayman, this 7-year-old Porsche Cayman. I don't know why you're so angry with the other players. You lost £500 for the team, and got all your questions wrong. So, it was a fair vote.
Well, I don't think it's fair.
It doesn't matter what you think now, because the team unanimously agrees it's time to go back to Stuttgart with 6 votes. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I don't care if I got all my questions wrong. It's still unfair that everyone voted for me, when it was partly GTO's fault that the timer ran down. And it's not fair that I took the full blame for that. So I hope GTO doesn't win. And I also hope 5 Series doesn't win either, because BMWs are trash.
Round 4. Since you banked completely nothing in the last round, your total remains £400. If you worked as a team, this could have been £3,000 by now.
Can I say something to GTO before we start this round?
Okay, but please make it quick.
GTO, we need to bank more money in the rounds from now on. So how about we make a peace offering?
Okay, I'm listening.
How about we set our differences aside? Work together with me, Kerala, and the rest of the team to bank some more money.
Okay, yes, I accept, but this doesn't mean we'll be friends.
No, we won't, but winning the money matters, and £400 is not a lot so far, so we need to do this.
Yup, totally agreed. Let's work together and win more money.
Thank God for that.
Okay. Great, this has been sorted out. You're now down to 6 players. We are cutting another 10 seconds from the time. You only have 2 minutes. 30 seconds. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round, and that's 5 Series. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. 5 Series in TV, which former presenter of Top Gear, replaced Chris Tarrant as the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Correct. GTO. In which African country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro?
Tanzania.
Correct. Kerala. In religion, Passover, Rosh Hashanah, and Hanukkah are all festivals in which faith?
The Jewish faith?
I'll accept. IS 300 in definitions, a cartographer is a person that makes what? Maps or dictionaries?
It's maps.
Correct. Punto.
Bank.
In biology, what P is the process when plants absorb sunlight for food?
Photosynthesis.
Correct. Cleo.
Bank.
What singing contest did Ukraine win in 2022?
Eurovision Song Contest.
Correct. 5 Series. Who was President of the United States from 2001 to 2009?
George W. Bush.
Correct. GTO. In technology, what does DVD stand for?
Digital Versatile Disc.
Correct. Kerala. What 2007 film starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost play police officers?
Hot Fuzz.
Correct. IS 300. Which American rock band has Billy Joe Armstrong, is the lead singer and had the 2004 album American Idiot?
Green Day.
Correct. Punto.
Bank.
In English geography, the city of Sheffield is located in which region? South Yorkshire or North Yorkshire?
North Yorkshire.
No, South Yorkshire.
Darn it.
Clio, which driving game mainly on PlayStation, has the tagline "The Real Driving Simulator."
Pass.
Gran Turismo, Clio.
Oh.
5 series in the Spanish language. What if is a word meaning party or celebration in English?
Fiesta.
Correct. GTO. What is the name of the Disney film? Released in 1977 about two mice called Bernard and Bianca.
The Rescuers.
Correct. Kerala. In nutrition, what is the shortened term for carbohydrates?
Cards.
Correct. IS 300.
Bank.
What is the official currency of Thailand?
The Thai baht.
Correct. Punto.
Bank.
Crimson, scarlet, and maroon are a shade. Time's up. You didn't reach your target, but still a dramatic improvement compared to the previous rounds. You banked £640.
See, GTO. This is what happens when we stop bickering and try to play the game properly.
We did very well in this round. Let's continue to work together.
Yes, agreed.
You've still got a long way to go, if you want a good amount of prize money, so I recommend you keep this performance up. But one of you has to go, and I wonder who will it be. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
For the first time in the game, IS 300 is the strongest link. They got all questions correct and banked £100. Punto banked the most money for the team. They banked £520. Clio is the weakest link, but they did bank some money. But whose game is over?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Clio.
Punto.
Clio.
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 5 series. Why have you voted for Clio?
It was between them and Punto, but I'm pretty sure Punto banked more money, and I can't believe Clio has never heard of Gran Turismo.
I don't play video games, so that's why I didn't know.
But it's a car racing game, so that's pretty embarrassing, that you've never heard of it.
Oh well, guess I need to start playing racing games.
That would be a good place to start.
IS 300. I haven't properly spoken to you yet. Is the game going well for you so far?
So far, so good. Anyway, I don't think I've got a wrong answer so far.
Feeling confident you're going to get all questions correct?
I can't say for sure, because I assume the questions will get tougher in the later rounds, but I'll try my best.
Okay. So, we established that your manufacturer is Lexus, and you're from Japan. So, which part of Japan are you from? Aichi as well?
No, pretty far from Aichi. I'm from the north of Japan, in a town called Kanagasaki.
And, what's it like there? Plenty of things to do.
It's a nice town but pretty small. The only thing you can really do here is visit museums. Still very interesting.
I see. Have you ever done street racing in Kanagasaki, since street racing is pretty popular in Japan?
Not in my town, but I've done lots of street racing in major cities like Tokyo, but that was a long time ago, and I'm too old for it now.
Really? Too old? What year were you made?
2000.
But GTO is 39 and they can still race. You're only 23. So, what's your excuse?
Oh, no, I would still be up for racing on a track, but not street racing anymore. I don't want to risk crashing into another car while racing in the streets nowadays.
Alright, I suppose that's sensible. And if you ever had the chance one day, would you have a race with GTO? On a track?
Sure, why not? I'd be up for that.
Haha, I hope that day comes. I would love to beat you in a race.
Who said you would beat me? Remember what you said. It's the driving skills. Am I right?
Okay, don't push your luck, IS 300.
So, IS 300, Why Cleo?
Pretty much the same reasons as 5 series. Punto banked more money, so it wouldn't be fair if I voted for Punto, so I thought Cleo was the worst player.
Fair enough. And Punto? Why Cleo? Is it because they are a French car?
Well, even though French cars are not very good, no, that's not the main reason. I voted for Cleo because they got a question wrong, same as me, but I can't vote for myself.
Sigh. Guess I'm going home then.
That's right. You sure are. Cleo. This 6-year-old Renault Clio. That's really 7 years old and who has never heard of Gran Turismo. The team has had enough of you, so it's time to go back to Auberjonville with 5 votes. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I can't really complain about getting voted off. It was true that Punto banked more money than me, and I was starting to struggle with the questions anyway. I don't know why they were so rude about me being a French car, because I can reassure you, French cars are awesome, and France is awesome. Vive la France!
Round 5. You have in the bank £1,040 out of a possible £4,000. 5 of you left. We still have Fiat Punto from Potenza, BMW 5 Series from Dingolfing, Ferrari GTO from Modena, Toyota Corolla from Aichi, and Lexus IS 300 from Kanagasaki. Another 10 seconds off the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round, and that's IS 300. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. IS 300. Which football club won the European Cup in 1982?
Aston Villa.
Correct. Punto. Which 1878 novel by Leo Tolstoy is said to be one of his greatest works?
War and Peace.
No. Anna Karenina. 5 series. Which city in Wales is St. Fagan's National Museum of History located?
Cardiff?
Correct. GTO. In what Stanley Kubrick film has the villainous supercomputer HAL 9000?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Correct. Corolla. In weight measurements, how many stones are in 392 pounds?
26?
No. 28.
Damn it.
IS 300 in American history. What's the name of the theater in Washington did John Wilkes Booth assassinate Abraham Lincoln?
Ford's Theater.
Correct. Punto. What Scottish singer and guitarist had the song Sometimes, Belter, and Canner?
Oh, for God's sake.
Is that your answer?
No, I'm trying to think. Louis Capaldi.
No. Jerry Cinnamon.
Darn it, darn it, darn it.
5 series in wrestling, which now retired WWE wrestler, is called the Heartbreak Kid?
Shawn Michaels.
Correct. GTO.
Bank.
The companies Bridgestone, Goodyear, and Mitchell in that make what product
Tires.
for? Correct. Corolla.
Bang.
In the English language, what is a palindrome?
Words that read the same forwards and backwards.
Correct. IS 300.
Bank.
In the television medical drama House, Dr. Gregory House is played by which English actor?
Hugh Laurie.
Correct. Punto.
Bank.
What year of the 1940s was the United Nations established?
1945.
Correct. 5 series.
Yes.
Bang.
Which American corporation known for creating planes made the infamous 737 MAX?
Boeing.
Correct. GTO.
Bank.
Which female Russian tennis player released an autobiography in 2017 titled Unstoppable: My Life So Far?
Maria Sharapova.
That was the correct answer, GTO, but you were well out of time. So, you went from an improvement to a disaster after getting rid of 4, supposedly, weaker links. You only banked £120. Whose fault was that? Who is wasting you money? Who needs to go? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
For the second time in the game, 5 Series is the strongest link. GTO banked the most money for the team, banking £40. The weakest link is Punto. They got the most questions wrong. But who will the team vote off?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Carolla.
Punto.
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 GTO. Why is Punto to blame for this dreadful performance?
Well, Punto did get the most questions wrong, but it wasn't just their fault. Carolla got one wrong too, but I have to be fair and vote for the worst player, which was Punto, so I'm afraid it's bye-bye Punto.
Sigh, that's fair enough GTO.
IS300. Why have you voted for Punto? And why have you got a sad face on your screen?
It's because I feel sorry for Punto. They did really well banking all that money. But their questions were pretty tough, and it's a shame they have to go now. Sorry Punto.
It's okay, I understand.
5 Series. Why did you vote for Punto?
I completely agree with IS300. Punto did a great job banking all that money, but at the end of the day we all need to be fair and vote off the weakest link, so unlucky Punto.
And Carolla. Looks like maths isn't your strongest point, isn't it?
It's not that, I was under pressure because of the time limit, and I couldn't work it out properly.
Yeah, sure. And why did you vote for Punto?
Well, they got 2 wrong, and I only got 1 wrong, so Punto was worse than me, but thank you Punto for banking all that money.
You're welcome.
A shame you wouldn't be having it now.
Okay, no need to rub it in.
I'll tell you guys something. You had a chain of 6 correct answers. If you didn't panic bank near the end of the round, you could have banked £450, but never mind, Punto was statistically the worst player, so fair vote. Punto, this 13-year-old, wait, it says 61 on your registration plate, so 12-year-old Fiat Punto. You couldn't keep up with the rest of the team. So it looks like it's time to go back to Potenza with 4 votes. You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
My god, I can't believe I made the same mistake as Cleo about my age, how embarrassing, but anyway, I was voted off fair and square, because I completely fell apart, but I have still enjoyed my time on the show. However, I think Carolla will be voted off next, because they are starting to struggle, and would no longer keep up with the rest of the team.
Round 6. Your total in the bank is now £1,160, which isn't very impressive, considering you could have £5,000. For a view left, cutting another 10 seconds from the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round, and that's 5 Series. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. 5 Series in the London 2012 Olympic Games. Who won the men's cycling road race?
Alexander Vinokurov.
Correct GTO. In 2008, which Chelsea player famously slipped during the penalties against Manchester United in the
John Terry.
Correct Carolla. In which 1991 film remake does Robert Del Niro play the villain? Max Caddy.
Cape Fear.
Correct IS300.
Bank.
The English musician Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten were members of which 70s English punk band?
The Sex Pistols.
Correct 5 Series. In 2018, IKEA announced it was developing urban farming products with which British designer?
Is it Tom Dixon?
Correct GTO.
Bank.
In history, which American medical researcher discovered a vaccine for polio in 1952?
Jonas Salk.
Correct Carolla. What K is a type of optical instrument, similar to a telescope, produces bright colors and patterns?
Pass.
Kaleidoscope. IS300 in UK politics, who did Margaret Thatcher replace as leader of the Conservative Party?
Edward Heath.
Correct 5 series. In Einstein's equation E equals mc squared, what does the c stand for?
The speed of light.
Correct GTO. Which famous ballet is about a young girl's broken Christmas present?
The Nutcracker.
Correct Kerala.
Bank.
What's the name of the French rally driver who won the 2021 World Rally Championship?
I have no idea.
Sebastien Ogier. IS 300. What racket sport would you use a shuttlecock?
Badminton.
Correct 5 series. In which year of the 1960s was the Berlin Wall completed?
1961.
Correct GTO. What's the title of the fantasy novel by Stephen King? Was published in September 6, 2022.
Fairy Tale.
Correct Kerala. In abbreviations, what does FBI stand for?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Correct IS 300.
Bank.
In maths, what's 72 times 5?
360.
Correct 5 series. Time's up. You didn't reach your target again. But you did slightly better. You banked £450. That money will go through to the next round. However, one of you will not. So consider this. Is 5 series ready to break down?
Absolutely not.
Is GTO not as good as they think they are?
Haha.
Is Kerala just an accident waiting to happen? Or, perhaps, you want IS 300 to retire from the game?
Well, only one way to find out.
Yes, indeed. Because it's time to vote off the weakest link.
After being the only one who got questions wrong, Kerala is the weakest link, but they did bank £100. IS 300 is the strongest link. They got all questions correct and banked the most money, banking £300. But at this crucial stage of the game, who will be next to drive home with nothing?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Kerala.
Kerala.
5 series.
5 series.
We have another tie. 5 series and Kerala, 2 votes each. 5 series. Why Kerala?
Because they were obviously the weakest link in this round. They were the only ones to get questions wrong, and I can't believe they don't know who won the 2021 World Rally Championship. Pretty easy question.
Yeah, whatever.
Kerala. Why have you voted for 5 series?
Well, I know I can't vote for myself, but I voted for 5 series, because I thought they were slightly hesitant on their questions.
What? Rubbish. I was not hesitant on my questions whatsoever.
Well, I had to come up with a reason to vote for you, so yeah.
Well, it's a rubbish and pathetic reason, and you know it.
And GTO. Why Kerala?
Well, 5 series couldn't put it better themselves. Kerala was the only one to get questions wrong. Therefore, the worst player, so it's bye-bye Kerala.
No, it's not bye-bye Kerala yet. It's a tie GTO.
Oh.
And as you all know when it's a tie, it's the strongest link that decides who gets to go home. And the strongest link was IS 300. Tell me, why have you voted for 5 series?
Well, I voted for 5 series, because they didn't bank while everyone else did, which isn't good because it shows they're not a team player.
You can't be serious. This is even worse than Kerala's excuse. I banked money in the last round, so your reason is invalid.
No, talking about this round. You didn't bank at all, so you're not working with the team.
Not working for the team? I got all my questions correct in this round, in fact in the whole game, so what more do you want from me?
It just would have been nice if, tried to bank some money in this round. That's all I'm saying.
You just want to keep your little friend Kerala so you don't feel threatened. It's not about the money at all, it's tactics.
No, it's not that at all.
Bull crap.
Okay. So, you got a choice now, IS 300. You can stick with 5 series, or change your mind to Kerala. Who are you going to send home?
It wouldn't be fair if I didn't stick to my original decision, so I'll stick with 5 series.
What? That's not fair,
yes.
IS 300.
Thanks IS 300, take the L5 series.
Wow, just wow, so you really decided to vote me off, when I was clearly better than Corolla. This is absolute corruption. You are going to regret this decision, IS300.
5 Series was not close to being the weakest link in this round. It was Corolla who was the worst player, but unfortunately, it's votes that count. 5 Series, this 20-year-old BMW 5 Series. You played a very good game today. You didn't get a single question wrong. But it looks like IS300 has had enough of you, because you didn't bank in the round, which I think is a pretty poor excuse as well, to be honest. I'm sorry to say, but it's time to go back to Dingolfing. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I got robbed, absolutely robbed. I got voted off when I didn't even get a single question wrong, so that's not even remotely fair. I deserved that prize money, not them, and IS300 is clearly working together with Corolla, and I hope they don't win. I'd rather have GTO win. They might be a douchebag and arrogant, at least they voted fair, but IS300 and Corolla will definitely vote them off tactically.
Round 7. You have in the bank £1,610. This could have been £6,000 if you reached your targets, of course. 3 of you left. We're cutting another 10 seconds from the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round, and that's IS300. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. IS300, which small country located in Oceania, has Polykia as its capital city.
Pass.
Federated States of Micronesia. GTO in the fantasy role-playing game D&D. What does D&D stand for?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Correct, Corolla.
Bang.
What kind of dog breed was Buddy in the 1997 Disney film Air Bud?
Dalmatian?
No, Golden Retriever. IS300 in history, who was the monarch of Spain in 1665, till his death in 1700.
Charles II of Spain.
Correct, GTO, which 2002 hit song by Coldplay begins with the line, "The lights go out and I can't be saved."
Clocks.
Correct, Corolla.
Bank.
Which Italian white goods brand had the slogan "The Appliance of Science"?
I have absolutely no idea.
Zanussi. IS300 in the English comedy series Only Fools and Horses. Which character says the catchphrase "He who dares wins"?
Del Boy.
Correct, GTO. In sport, which English rugby union team are called the Bears?
Bristol.
Correct, Corolla.
Bank.
Which convicted prisoner was the subject of the first season of the podcast serial?
I don't know.
Adnan Syed. IS300 in science. Which metal is the highest conductor of electricity?
Silver?
Correct, GTO. What is the third book of the Bible?
Leviticus.
Correct, Corolla.
Bang.
Which 2016 film directed by James Watkins stars Idris Elba and Richard Madden was set in France?
Nope, I don't know.
Bastille Day.
Sigh.
IS300, which Dutch artist painted the 1890 painting Wheat Field with Crows?
Is it Van Gogh?
Correct, GTO.
Bank.
Time's up. Your bank was out of time, GTO. You went straight down the drain once again. You banked a pitiful £170 in round 8. You get the chance to treble what you bank. So I highly suggest you vote wisely. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
After being the only one who got all their questions right, GTO is the strongest link. The weakest link is Corolla again. But they did bank all the money in this round. But who will be last to drive away in shame in the final vote?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think was the weakest link.
Corolla.
IS300.
Corolla.
GTO, why Kerala?
Kerala was absolutely terrible in this round. They got all of their questions wrong, and this is exactly why IS-300 should have kept 5 series in the game, instead of Kerala.
Yeah, I would agree with that. In IS-300, you voted for Kerala, your little friend. Tell me why.
GTO is absolutely right. I should have voted for Kerala in the last round instead of 5 series. And I admit it, I was trying to keep Kerala, but it looks like they tried to get rid of me. But guess what? Kerala, epic fail. Because GTO didn't vote for me like you expected. And there's no way I was gonna be a coward and vote for GTO just to save you. So you can take the L and go home with nothing, you traitor.
Anything you like to say, Kerala?
No, I'm saying nothing.
Also, you're not my little friend anymore. I don't consider backstabbers to be my friends.
Oh, like I care?
Ha 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 ha. I just noticed they wrote, bye, on their screen. Talk about getting backfired. Good one for voting fairly, IS-300.
No problem, GTO. Respect for voting fairly as well.
Well, Kerala was by far the worst player in this round. So, yes. Fair vote. Kerala, the 17-year-old Toyota Kerala. Saying you completely fell apart in this round would be a great understatement. And you tried to betray and get rid of IS-300, which failed spectacularly. It's time to go back to Aichi. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Damn it, I was so close. I was so close to be in the final, but I didn't expect GTO to vote for me, since IS-300 didn't vote fairly the last round, but it all backfired on me and I'm pissed off about it. They can both go to hell for all I care, and I will be calling Toyota and tell them to shut down Lexus once and for all.
Round 8. Out of the £7,000 you could have won by now, you have in the bank 1,780. GTO and IS-300, just the two of you left. You only have 60 seconds. But whatever you win will be trebled and added to your total prize money. So £3,000 is at stake. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's GTO. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. GTO, what's the title of the latest James Bond film, released in September of 2021?
No Time to Die.
Correct. IS-300. John Steinbeck's 1952 novel East of Eden is about what two biblical brothers?
Cain and Abel.
Correct. GTO, where in New York is the Metropolitan Museum of Art located?
Central Park.
Correct. IS-300.
Bank.
What two cities represent letters in the phonetic alphabet?
Lima and, I can't remember.
Lima and Quebec. GTO, in which war was the Battle of Inkerman fought in 1854?
The Crimean War.
Correct. IS-300.
Bank.
Who composed the opera The Ice Break?
Michael Tippett.
Correct. GTO.
Bank.
In 2022, which BBC breakfast host became a Channel 5 news anchor?
Dan Walker.
Correct. IS-300.
Bank.
In entertainment, which comic strip character was played? Time's up. I couldn't complete the question. You banked £160. We will treble it and add to your total money banked in the previous rounds. So this makes a total prize money of today of £2,260. But only one of you can take that prize money home. You will now play against each other, head to head. I will ask you 5 questions each. Whoever answers the most questions correctly wins the game. It's as simple as that. If there's a tie, we'll go to sudden death until we have a winner.
May the best car win, IS-300.
Yes, may the best car win, GTO.
So, Ferrari GTO and Lexus IS-300 for £2,260. Let's play the weakest link. GTO as the strongest link in the last round. You get to decide who goes first.
I'll let IS-300 go first.
IS-300 in the 2016 Summer Olympic Games. The United States won the most gold medals with 46, United Kingdom second with 27 gold medals. Which country came third with 26 gold medals?
China?
That is the correct answer. GTO in music. What is the name of the 2004 album? Released by the English electronic group The Prodigy, features the first 5 songs: Spitfire, Girls, Memphis Bells, Get Up Get Off, and Hot Ride.
Always outnumbered, never outgunned.
That is the correct answer. IS-300, the book that was originally published in the early 18th century, titled A Tale for a Tub, is the first book published by which Irish author and satirist?
Jonathan Swift.
That is the correct answer. GTO, what American actor, comedian, and screenwriter played the main character in the sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond and also voices the character Manny the Mammoth in the Ice Age film series?
Ray Romano.
That is the correct answer. IS-300 in 1978, which car model made by Ford, recalled over 1.5 million cars, considered to be the largest recall in automotive history, due to fault in the fuel tank placement, which caused fires and explosions.
The Ford Pinto.
That is the correct answer. GTO, in Australian rules football, which team were champions of the 2022 AFL season?
Is it Geelong?
That is the correct answer.
Yes.
So far your scores are even. IS-300, to take the lead. Which chemical element has the atomic number 55, a melting point of 28.5 degrees Celsius, and is represented with the letters CS?
Cesium.
That is the correct answer. GTO, which airport located in London was opened in May 30th, 1958, is 30 miles away from central London?
Heathrow?
The correct answer is Gatwick.
No, damn it.
IS-300, if you answer this question correctly, you win the game. So, for £2,260, which country's flag has a crescent and a star in the middle, and has 3 horizontal lines, top light blue, middle red, and bottom green?
Turkmenistan?
The correct answer is Azerbaijan.
Oh.
GTO, you need to answer this question correctly, or else IS-300 wins the money. To stay in the game, what console released by Sega in 1994 shares its name with one of the 8 planets in the solar system?
The Sega Saturn.
That is the correct answer. After 5 questions each, your scores have tied. So, we now go into a sudden death situation. The questions will continue in pairs. So GTO, if you answer your question correctly, then IS-300 needs to answer their question correctly as well. If not, you win. And GTO, if you get your question wrong, and if IS-300 gets it correct, they win. So, GTO and IS-300, let's play Sudden Death. IS-300, in motorsport, which Norwegian politician and rallycross driver, known for his aggressive driving, has the famous nickname Mr. Rallycross?
Kenneth Eriksson?
The correct answer is Martin Schenker.
Oh.
GTO, what's the name of the animation studio that produced the following films: the Despicable Me series, The Lorax in 2012, The Secret Life of Pets in 2016, and most recently, the Super Mario Bros. Movie?
That was Illumination Entertainment.
That is the correct answer.
Yes.
That means Ferrari GTO. You are today's strongest link and you drive away with 2,260 pounds.
Yay, I won. I'm the best.
Lexus IS 300. You leave with nothing.
Oh, well, I tried my best, but it wasn't enough.
Nope, it wasn't. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm so happy to have won the weakest link, and I give IS 300 huge credit for not being a coward and voted off Corolla, because I really thought they would vote for me instead, and I can't wait to race them someday.
I knew if it kept Corolla I would have won, but being a loser is better than being a coward. GTO beat me fair and square, and congratulations to them.